Bang, bang! What's going on, guys? This is the main event on Talkin Hands. As always, I'm your host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Mr. Danny Betts. We're to recap this preview, actually, this Saturday's huge boxing main event, San Antonio, Texas. Mark Magsayo taking on Rey Vargas. Prior to that, recap of the last fight in San Antonio, Texas. Seems like back-to-back weeks. We took a week off last week. Bam Rodriguez looked very good. Knocks out Rung. I believe it was round 8. Danny, your thoughts on Bam Rodriguez's performance and the future for him?
Bro, I can't praise this kid enough, man. And shout out to our best little, like your best bet was a plus 4,500. It was 7th round to 12th round and cash that. And I think you give it out to Big Show for like our best little sprinkle. I had him by decision. I had him. I wanted him to prove it to me, man. And shit, man, he made a statement, man. He looks he on point. And you know how we were talking about he's gonna fill out his frame. You know, he's only 22 years old. And I was telling you over the phone, like he looked framed out for that weight. He looked good. You know, he looked a little bit bigger and stronger. Obviously, those punches had way more pop on them. Just from his last fight, and that wasn't that long ago. So, I mean, the sky's the limit for this kid, man.
Yeah, he looked great. He looked fantastic. Bam did. Puts him out of there round 8. Pretty much dominates the whole bout. Wasn't even that close. Real Little Prime in the chat. Wrestling Rules. He gives us that every week. So thank you, Real Little Prime. Tone Brown. I had Joe Joyce to win in round 1 through 6.
Nice.
Big Show Nicky in the chat. Tone says he's not beating an elite athletic heavyweight. I believe that's Joe Joyce.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, he's he's champion, but yeah, he claims he will knock out Deontay Wilder, but we'll see if that fight ever gets made, which I highly doubt. But yeah, I mean, Bam looked great. Bam looked fantastic. He can move up. I know there was rumblings almost of him moving down by
he could go anywhere.
Eddie Hearn. Yeah, Eddie Hearn was saying he wants him to move down. He wants his brother to kind of get more shine and get some bigger fights. So
yeah, because they already said they're not going to fight each other, and it sucks they're in the same division right now. But like I said, the sky's the limit for him. And what I love is he wants all the smoke. Like, it don't matter what weight class, he's down for whatever. And think about this. I know it's not going to happen now because if that's true, like if he does move down or up, imagine if after this fight, right after this performance, he fights Estrada, beats him, which I think, his brother's going to be on anyways, and then goes fights Chocolatito and beats him. Dude, the run this kid would be on is one of the best I've seen. Like, imagine Quadra, short notice, rung, knockout, and then those two to finish it off. It would be nuts.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, I do think he'd be probably favored in every fight right now with just the skills, the boxing, the power's picking up. He's getting bigger, stronger. His speed's there. That was my big handicap, so to speak, in that fight versus Rung. It's just gonna be so much quicker than him, and it was very evident very early that he should be like a minus 1,000 favorite because Rung just had nothing for him at all. And obviously coming back to the hometown, I gave a little boost to that, so. It all worked out great for him, and very good, technically sound, gifted boxer. Future's bright for Bam, for sure. And yeah, Tone says a lot of great fights for Bam between 108 and 115. Yeah, it's pretty loaded, and it's nice to see those little guys get some more shine because I know usually they get passed over often.
For sure, man. And in my last interview with Shushu Carrington, he's actually pretty close with Bam Bam, and he sparred with him. And I asked him who you got for the prediction, who you think is gonna win? He's like, Bam, Rodriguez all day. He said the kid is legit. Like he's been in there with them, in his camp and things like that since he was young, and he's for real, man. And he's only 22, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he's fantastic. fantastic fighter for sure. We can move on. After that fight, we move on to this week, Alamo Dome, where the bout's taking place. We have Mark, I believe Magsayo.
It's Magsayo.
Magsayo taking on Rey Vargas. Very, very interesting fight here. Mark just took out Russell. Didn't really take him out, but won the bout. And then Rey Vargas, undefeated fighter. So, Danny, it's a 50-50 fight. Mybookie.ag,
Yeah.
minus 115 both ways. If you guys want, mybookie.ag, promo code PUBSPORTS. Get that deposit bonus, 50%. Debit credit, 100% Bitcoin. Use the Bitcoin. Get that 100% deposit bonus match. Like I said, pick 'em. Vargas, Magsayo. What are you thinking?
Yeah, man, it's an interesting fight, man. And I want to thank Magsayo for cashing our bet. We had him like plus 325, plus 350. But the thing is with that fight against Gary Russell Jr., there's a lot of things that went Magsayo's way. You know, that's one reason why I bet him. Because Russell he literally admitted, you know, that he was hurt before the fight. He wasn't going to have his father, you know, training him for the whole camp because he was going through, you know, his situation. Rest in peace, man. And like not only that, like Magsayo, you know, he has a lot of power. He has a lot of pressure and things like that. The thing is, even though he won that fight, and it was actually by split decision, Russell messed up his shoulder before the fight, and then he re-aggravated during the fight. So for the second half of that fight, he was fighting with one arm. And Magsayo didn't even look that great. Like if if you smell blood or if you see blood, you gotta go in for the kill. And this guy, you know, he barely won that fight. And that's the only thing I didn't like about him, man. Because like I know Russell's great, you know, technical boxer, things like that, but he's over here outboxing pretty much with one arm. He would have won that fight if he was 100%, you know, healthy. And this fight, Vargas, you know, his last fight was at 126, which was his first time. He usually fights at 122. Before that fight, he was out for a while because I think he broke his leg or his ankle. And he finally came back. And his last fight, bro, I thought he was going to be like a little ring rust. But the dude looks sharp, man. And at 126, he looks, you know, nice framed out. He's a linky guy. He's going to have a big reach advantage. He's 5'10", 70.5 reach. And I think Magsayo is what, 68? So I like Vargas, man. He likes he's a technical boxer. He's a Mexican, but he doesn't have that Mexican style to him. He can brawl if he wants to, but he's not going to press you, you know, like typical Mexicans. I actually like him a lot here, man. And at a pick 'em, I think he would be a bigger favorite if it wasn't for that last win against Russell with Magsayo. But what do you think about this fight, P?
Yeah, I mean, someone's has got to go, both undefeated. So it's a huge fight for both guys. My drawback with the Filipino Mark is he gets hit a lot. Kind of, I don't want to say bum rushes people, but definitely more wings his shots rather than being tight, compact. And Vargas looked good his last couple bouts that I watched online. Like he looked fairly good, was using his height well, going to the body. I love fighters that do that a lot. He goes to the body, just wins wins rounds, banks rounds. So, you know, say round 7-8, he's up 5-2, 6-1. It's on his opponent to do something to alter the course of the fight, while Vargas can just lay back, keep fighting his fight, just beating. I think he's going to beat him to the punch every time. I was, like, as you said, I was not impressed with that fight versus Russell. Watched it today. Won the bout. He only won the bout because it just looked more impressive because Russell wasn't doing anything.
Right. Like, he was the busier fighter.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. Like we'll watch these fights and then you'll have the dog or whatever, and he's just not doing anything. They're not throwing. The case in point, the big favorite who we didn't like, I forgot his name. He's at like 122, 126. He lost to he's like a minus 3,000 favorite, and he lost to that tough, like, Mexican guy.
Oh, Colbert.
Yeah, Chris Colbert. Yeah, another guy.
He lost to the Dominican. Anything. Yeah, he lost to the Dominican.
Doesn't do anything, So I'm not banking on that here either. Wallaby King in the chat. Let's fucking go. I made one.
Let's go.
Mills in the chat. And yeah, I love. I agree with you. I like Vargas a lot here. I think his height's going to pose a threat.
Mm-hmm.
I think his reach is going to pose problems. I think it being a pick'em fight because I do think the shine's going to be on his opponent because he got the better win.
Right. Yeah.
But if you dig deeper into the facts, it's not as impressive as you think. You watch the fight,
right?
It's just he got hit so many times on counters by overextending himself on like big shots, like left hooks, big right hooks. That Vargas, if he stays in the pocket, he can pick them apart pretty easily, bank those rounds, and probably win a decision. I wanted to look at no distance here, but Vargas's record isn't really.
It's been a while since he's got a knockout, and now at 126, he could have a little bit more pop. Even though his last fight, he didn't knock him out, but I think like you're saying too, off of those hooks from Magsayo, man, I could see because he's got a good jab. Vargas has a good jab, and he's got nice straights, and like you were saying too, he works the body, good movement too, and he's a little bit awkward, which I like because you don't know where these punches are going or coming from. And I think Magsayo is going to be, frustrated. I think the only way he wins is a knockout. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're saying Vargas is going to win the fight on points. Every round he's going to be outpointing him. As long as he doesn't get caught, which sometimes he does leave his chin out there a little bit because he's taller. He's a taller guy. But he's durable. I mean, he's been knocked down like twice, but he's a durable, tough guy, man. So I gotta take my shot with him.
Yeah, I mean, we got Wallaby King here in the chase saying he hasn't studied into it yet. He likes Magsayo here. He's on the other side. Vargas technically brilliant, but he won't be able to handle Magsayo's physicality, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, that's based. He has to make it a dirty fight. Yeah, he has to make a dirty fight. He has to be in his chest. He has to be coming over the top with shots. If he doesn't do that and he's eating a jab, eating straights, and Vargas is able to just fight his fight, pick him apart, bank rounds. I think Magsayo's gonna be very frustrated, and if anything, he'll leave himself open to counters like he did against Russell when Russell could throw punches. So yeah, I like this fight for Vargas, and again, my saying, the better.
This is the boxer. This is a perfect example. Boxer versus a puncher. That's the only way. I can't bet on somebody that is just gonna get a knockout unless it's like Tank Davis, your favorite fighter. But but that's different power, man. I've seen it time and time again. Magsayo's not at that level. He hasn't shown world class level yet, even though he beat Russell. But we all know if you watch that fight, Russell was hurt, blah, blah, blah. And not only that, the fight before Russell, he fought a guy in Ceja, and Ceja dropped him.
Yeah, that was a pretty back and forth crazy fight.
Yes. He was losing. And then until he got that, he got utterly knocked down. But after that, Ceja took over, and then he knocked him out in the 10th round. And Ceja, he's not – I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's a good test. I would say like a good gatekeeper. I think Vargas is better than Ceja. And plus, you add the reach and the height advantages too. At even money, or minus 115, I gotta take my shot. There's a reason why this is a close odds for this fight. And like I said, I think Vargas would be a favorite if it wasn't for Russell getting hurt and losing that fight to Magsayo.
Yeah, and I personally think Magsayo has that like Pacquiao type, thing to him where people want him to be like this crazy like knockout artist coming up, big finishes, flashy, but just the technically sound, it's not there. Vargas just is better. Vargas, though, I will say this, he leaves his chin out there.
Yeah, that's why I don't like
too. Yeah, where he was getting caught with some counters too, so he just really has to stay back, use that jab, use those straights, push the pace, and win the fight. It should be a good fight. I mean, it's.
I think so.
It's a very interesting bout for the weight class. Both guys, like I said, undefeated, so neither guy wants to lose. Yeah, I mean, Wallaby King saying, watch the Seha fight. Vargas can't handle that fire. And yeah, but the deal with that too, Wallaby, is if Magsayo isn't pushing the pace, like if he gets frustrated, if he's losing rounds, I don't think he's going to be in his face
Yeah.
the whole time. The beginning, yeah, it could be dicey. Eventually, what I say is the better boxer starts taking control and just cruises. Andrew G, this fight's going the distance, I think. Yeah, Vargas wins. It's going to be a decision.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. It could go either way, but it's like if it goes to the decision, I got Vargas, and like I said, Magsayo wins by KO. The thing, and I agree to a point. Like if Magsayo has the timing right and has the pressure, I don't think Vargas can take that pressure or whatever. But the big difference is Willoughby King. I know you brought up that Seha fight. Seha does not have the movement like Vargas though. And styles make fights, and that's the thing. That's the reason why I like Vargas. He's not gonna just stay there the whole time. You know, he is a little hittable, but I like his movement. He's in and out, good jab, good reach. So we'll see, man. It's good. It should be a good one.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't even think they're giving you enough value for the no distance either. Like if you're getting like a plus 300, yeah, sure, take the shot. But
Right.
as of now, it's like plus
I
1.
mean, dude, if you're on like Willoughby, I know he's on the Magsayo side. I think the KO is like plus 300, plus 400. I mean,
Yeah, I saw plus 420. Yeah.
Yeah, if you, I would just bet that. I mean, you bet the money line just in case because it's good odds anyways. And then you gotta play that prop for a knockout if you're on that side for sure.
Yeah, then we got Carlife at VP. I love boxing talk. We're here every Tuesday, Carlife. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Breaking down the big fights. Next week's a huge one, Ryan Garcia.
Yes.
Wallaby King says, have they even released the undercard on the weekend? They still wasn't anything.
I haven't seen it.
So Brandon Figueroa.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep.
So he fights frequently. And then the opener is unbeaten lightweight. I believe he's from the Philly area, isn't he? Frank Martin?
Yeah, Frank Martin. Yep.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about those two fights. And Brandon Figueroa, I know he's got something to prove because he felt like he got robbed against Fulton in his dad's fight. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he'll throw 1,000
punches. Dude, that's typical Mexican. Like in your face, just in your grill, just throwing away.
Yeah. So yeah, not a bad card. Like you said, San Antonio, Alamo Dome tickets are $42 if you guys are in the area.
San Antonio, man, you gotta go out there and enjoy these fights. Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, you're getting back to back, and yeah, Wallaby Brandon Figueroa. Yep. He's the co-main event versus Carlos Castro, who that's a name.
Willoughby King, where are you from? Because I see you have the Spurs. Are you from San Antonio? Because if you are, man, you gotta go to the fights for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's Alamo Dome $42.
Yeah, and then you had
this guy, yeah, I knew him. Yeah, he fought Luis Neri.
Yeah.
He lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I know him. Yeah, that should be a good fight. Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of fights like for the casual eye, you're not gonna know these guys, but like we're telling you, like, these are the good fights, man. Like it doesn't have to be a pay-per-view with big names just to be a good fight.
Yeah, and they're definitely getting better fights. They're matchmaking better. Corpus Christi.
Okay.
That's not too bad, right?
I don't know how far that is. You could tell me. I'm not sure.
Yeah. What am I thinking of?
Well, he could tell us.
It can't be that far. It's in the same state, so.
Yeah, 2 hours.
I mean, Texas is huge.
Yeah.
So better than Michigan.
Yeah, Von Polo. What's going on, Von Polo? Wallaby King says they'll be giving tickets away. They don't know how to promote Mexican fighters.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what's up. Go ahead. You were about to say something.
No, I was just going to say, I agree to a point, but Eddie Hearn, because he's the one who got Bam Rodriguez. So Bam's with Eddie Hearn.
True. So but that's different. Bam he's basically promoting himself, bro. He's leaving it in the ring, and
Yeah.
he's young and doing his own thing and stuff like that. And shout out to Car Life of VP. He's love the show, guys. But yeah, it should be a good fight for sure. Good card, actually. I like those other fights too.
Yeah. All three fights are very.
I'm
good.
definitely, me, I definitely like to watch like the undercard, like the first couple fights, see if I could find like some prospects to watch later on, see if we could find some talent and things like that.
Man, I know Big Show is asking for the MyBookie fun play.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you. This one's kind of tough.
Because Vargas by decision isn't great.
Plus 160,
around
there. Man, you think late stoppage maybe?
And it's not that fun either.
If you have split decision, can you do that like you do the UFC?
I'll definitely look on it though. That'd be fun too. I love split decisions.
I think that wouldn't be bad.
It's a battle both ways. People got to win rounds both ways to have a split to be fun. And that's a lot funner than rooting one dude down to get a decision.
Yeah, because this kind of has a UFC vibe where are you going to judge the damage, like the heavy shots? Or are you going to give it to the guy who's winning 2 minutes of the round, consistently over and over? Because that's what's going to come down to. Unless
I like
that just flatlines them, which I don't think. You never know.
You never know, bro. He's got power. I give him that, man. And remember, this is only his Vargas' second fight, 126. I know it's not a lot of pounds from 122, but still, we'll see.
Yeah, and Andrew's agreeing it's going to be a close fight to judges.
No,
that's why. Yeah, split decision won't be bad either way.
I'm with. I agree with Preston. Big Show. If you could get a line for that, then I would sprinkle that.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. And then they haven't been the best so far, but I know Prize Picks usually has odds for boxing later in the week. So if you guys you can go to Prize Picks, enter that promo code PUBSPORTS up to $100. You get 100% match bonus. So put the 100 in, get your 100. They usually have something for boxing. It's later in the week. If they do, we'll try to get something out or tweet something out for you guys. As always, we also have Buy Me a Coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/PubSportsRadio. One coffee, $5. You can get as many coffees as you want. Once we hit our goal, currently our goal is 10,000, I believe, and we're, I think, 28% there. So doing very well with that. Go to buymeacoffee.com/PubSportsRadio. Hit that goal. Going to AC, Atlantic City. Have not been, so maybe I'll be in the boardwalk pumping my fists. You know.
I doubt that, but
yeah, you know me well enough. That's
Preston, fist pumping. I don't know, but unless he wins a bet, then that's different. But
yeah, that won't happen. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, I agree, Andrew G. Like me and Preston said it, man. Like Magsayo has to make it not dirty, but he's got to be aggressive, like he usually is, and try to catch him. I just think he's gonna have a hard time, man. And what do you feel about this, Preston? Willoughby King said Pulev should be an easy parlay piece, in my opinion.
Boy, I don't know about easy parlay piece. He's definitely technically the better fighter. Yeah. The problem is Chisora has heavy fight ending power, and it's heavyweight. Pulev, we last saw him in the triad, right? Where he knocked out Frank Mir. That was his last fight. So this is a real boxer. This isn't Frank Mir.
Right.
So, I think that'll be an interesting fight. Maybe with that, I'd have to look at maybe a no distance there.
That's probably juice. I haven't really looked into that fight, honestly. Because I didn't really have interest in betting it. But I mean, if the no distance is a decent number.
Yeah, it's a pick on -110
really?
both ways. So yeah, so maybe no distance there.
That might be the move.
That's what I would probably go with. But I favor Pulev Wallaby. I favor. Oh, he last fought.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, thanks for reminding me because, like I said, I don't remember these two guys for real. That, but.
Go ahead, Danny.
No, I was just saying, Mr. Mystery Man said, "Man, I'm so out of touch with boxing. I have no idea what these two fighters are. Who these two fighters are." Yeah, man. This is the show to be on, man. We'll get you up to date, and then you can catch on Saturdays like the boxing matches and things like that, man. Some of these cards, man, the underrated cards are the best. You know, not the huge names or the big weight classes and things like that, man. So this would be a good one, and the cards would be good itself. Card Life of VP says when are the dates for going to Atlantic City?
Yeah, like I think Show put in there. Yeah, no dates yet. Closer to the goal will be there.
Yeah.
Probably fall, maybe late summer, but probably fall. Then Andrew, maybe live bet. I've had success betting heavyweights that way. Yeah, I mean, if Chisora knocks down Pulev, you can live bet Pulev, but because he's the better boxer. But obviously, if he gets knocked down, there's a chance he could get knocked out. So I don't mind Pulev by decision. Wallaby. Boxing's what got me into gambling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So he likes Pulev by decision, man. I see that fight kind of reminds me of this one. You know, the better boxer against a puncher, and if Pulev could stay safe enough, you know, he should win a decision.
I will say this, the better fight is going to be the fight we're covering. I will say that hands down. It's going to be more exciting, more entertaining, and more action.
So maybe a decision parlay, Danny?
If you don't have a split,
we might get it later in the week, but it's not looking like I got it right now.
Right. I don't know how much. I don't know what the odds would be. It won't be something crazy. Well, you got like plus 150, plus 160 for Vargas by decision. Pulev, I don't know what that line is. I don't know if Wallaby King has a line for that one.
I know him to win is like minus 300.
Yeah, he's like minus 300. Yeah, so it'll probably be the same around there. So
it's looking like plus 110 by decision. So that'd be a plus 350 probably, right?
Yeah. That could be plan B if you want, unless you want to do that now and then wait for that split decision prop.
Yeah. I mean, it should be either way. I think it'll be a good fight. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And man, I can't wait. Like you guys in the chat, man, if you know we make this Atlantic City trip official and with the dates and things like that, it's for all of us. Like, you know, you guys can meet us over there, have a good time. You know, we did that for San Antonio. It was a blast. You know, a bunch of people went, got to meet us in person, and we had a blast.
Yeah, I agree, Andrew. Pulev's the better fighter for sure, but he could always get caught. I mean, that's kind of the only way Chisora wins bouts is.
Do we have any boxing matches coming up in Atlantic City? Late summer, early fall?
Danny Garcia, but that's not late summer. I think that's somewhere in like over there, maybe. They usually put him in East Coast. Usually,
right? Yeah, usually Brooklyn.
Yeah, Barclays Center. So not exactly Atlantic City, but I know that's coming up end of next month or August.
Benavidez Jr.
Yeah. So I guess we can move on. Best bet, Danny. I'll let you go.
Yeah, best bet, man. I got Vargas in this one, money line minus 115. That's gonna be my play. I'm not gonna go super heavy on it, just because I know. You know, this is the second fight at this weight class, and find a power puncher like Magsayo that can end in one shot. I'll probably put, you know, enough just to win a unit, maybe two. We'll see, but that's my best bet for this one.
Yeah, and Von Polo for sure. Drive out there. When we get there, you'll know. Everyone will know. Sir. We'll be tweeting it out, going crazy with that on social. Should be a great time. And my best bet, I agree with Danny. I like Vargas here. Say it once, say 1,000 times. I always take the better boxer.
We're locked in.
Yeah, I think he's the better boxer here. I will be punching myself if he gets knocked out quick. But
I mean, he's got that power, man. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. So we're agreeing here. Rey Vargas, best bet this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And that should be it. Yeah, guys, next week, huge fight. Ryan Garcia, return of Ryan Garcia. Breaking that down. So just make sure to stay tuned here. Every week, Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. The main event on Talkin Hands. You know where to find us. Pub Sports Radio.
Hit that like button.
And comment your guys' thoughts on these fights.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.